Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Husnina Binti Omar and my matric number is A19B1213. So, I'm going to explain about the business structure and the board of director background and position. So, Butter and Cream has started the business from May 2018 at Taman Melodies, Johor Bahru, with a modest and simple kiosk in the middle of the street before change to the new location, which is at Bandar Baru Uda, Johor Bahru. Mr. Taufik Kamarul start the business as a private limited company sendirian berhad before turn it into a partnership. The business type is food and beverage. Mr. Aiman graduated from the diploma in retail management program in Polytechnic Nilai. He joined Butter and Cream and start as a part-time employee. Currently, his position is as a share partner and also a kitchen manager. So next, the type of merchandise. Type of merchandise is for Butter and Cream is basic merchandise. Since they are selling food and beverage where it is basic necessities. So the food is a continual requested food and not a seasonal food because the customer can have it anytime at a lunch or dinner, and the customer can decide whether where they want to eat and when they want to eat. The type of target market. A target market may be generally classified based on factors such as age range, region, income, and way of life. Many additional demographic factors may be taken into consideration. For example, their age, income, lifestyle, and interests are few factors that are taken into consideration. Butter and Cream target market is family people and single people who and do not have a specific target or limit of age. But the fact is, this kind of meals is more prone to the teen and youth rather than old citizen. Furthermore, all genders and ethnics are countable, even the local and foreigners also become their target market. Last but not least, I'm going to explain about the positioning and segmenting. To create awareness for this brand, a position and segmentation is important to be noted by the entrepreneur. Butter and Cream position their business with an image, their brand's name. They name the business as Butter and Cream as a significant to their buttermilk specialty. So there are three segmentation that they use as the benchmark for the business, which is geographic, demographic, and behavioral segmentation. So for geographic, they attempt to attract more customers in Peninsular Malaysia, mainly in Johor. They contract more on major cities in most states as their strategic location where the outlets are easy to find and more convenient for the customers. So for the demographic, they observe that from data, the youth are preferred to spend more time hanging out with their friends. Behavioral segmentation is determined by how the customers behave, such as their preference and levels of loyalty. These individuals have the possibility of becoming regular customer. For example, the food hunters who are willing to go extra mile to try the new food and beverage. Other than that, Butter and Cream's great product quality and service might lead customers' loyalty.
Hi, my name is HAKIMAH Binti HASSAN. Okay, the business format for Butterkremè is partnership, which involve in general partnership. The founders, Mr. Hidayat and Mr. Taufik Kamarul, are equally responsible for decision making, profit and loss. The type of product offered is fast food and convenient products because it is easy to prepare at affordable price and readily available to go. The type of business through e-commerce platform where the company provide both software and services that enable business to go online. A buyer is the professional who in charge selecting and purchasing merchandise to resell for customers. The duty for buyers is to understand and identify the needs and wants of customers by listening to their feedbacks, stay engaged with them via social medias. Moreover, they also represent the company to deal with the vendor. So it is important to keep a good relationship with the suppliers in order to gain a benefit like delivery on time, good quality. Butterkremè is a small business which only has a merchandise manager. A merchandise manager is in charge of determining the inventory, price and display decision in retail business. They also examine sales and inventory data to assess the customer preference. Based on the chart, shows that the Butterkremè is using short-term forecasting. This type of forecasting have a better control of inventory to avoid overproduction or short supply. The total sales expected in year-on-year period is 250,000, where the sale forecast of chicken is 200,000, the dessert 20,310, for beverages is 29,690. The inventory turnover ratio is to calculate how many times a company's inventory is sold and replaced over a year time period. The formula for inventory turnover ratio is cost of goods sold divided by average inventory. Okay, the ratio that we got is 2.66 times, which means Butterkremè's company has efficient management inventory because of the ratio is more than 1.
Assalamualaikum to Madam Nadia Hanum. My name is Salsabila Binti Ashraf. My matric number is A19B1176. I will proceed with a 6-month merchandise plan. The purpose of 6-month merchandise plan is to assess the effectiveness of current business operation by comparing actual figure to plan in order to evaluate and improve the purchasing process. So, based on the table of 6-month merchandise plan of Butterkremè show that the percentage of cash discount is 5%, stock turnover is 1.7 and it's quite slow for the past year. The shortage is 2%. The average stock is 293,571 ringgit. And the percentage of markdown is 22%. Overall, the merchandise plan is good, but it is still need to make some planning to ensure that the merchandise does not stuck at the inventory for the long period.
My name is Hasyyati binti Muhamad. My matric number is U1MB1212. So today I'm going to present about the 3 things which are conduct merchandise assortment plan, second merchandise classification in Butterkremè store, and lastly is challenges that Butterkremè has faced in buying process. So without further ado, we'll go to the first thing first, which is conduct merchandise assortment plan. It is the process of 4 steps to determine which products the store intends to offer within a given period in order to maximize profits. First step is they must study the past sales performance of their shop, followed by analyzing the most recent trends. In fact, they will investigate the necessary items such as the cost, average selling price, and lifespan of a batch of products. Basically, Butterkremè is always concerned about its sales performance. For example, when the owner of Butterkremè realizes that their sales is getting slow, he will innovate or renew his menu on the spot, such as producing a new burger Butterkremè that becomes trending during that time. Second is choose the depth and breadth of the assortments. To attract their customers, they must achieve a balance between width and depth. In this case, Butterkremè is always aware of their stocks. For instance, the production of chicken wings. They agreed to buy in bulk, which the amount is double than he used to buy before. However, it will be able to keep the stock for the next month. Hence, this might be a balance between width and depth. Third step is make a visual merchandising strategy. The purpose of merchandising strategy is to present things in the most attractive manner possible and encourage customers to purchase. For instance, Butterkremè is using the menu as a merchandising tool since they are really aware that the most customers will look over a menu for several minutes before making an order. Thus, the goal of menu should be to convince customers to come back to the restaurant and to try another delicious food as well. Last step is double-check the plan and put it into action. It must double-check that everything is in order once everything has completed the previous stage. Thus, it should double-check that the types and quantities are being delivered to the correct stores. and the plan is in line with the financial budget as well. Second is merchandise classification in Butterkremè store. As we can see in this table shows the classification and sub-classification. In terms of classification, Butterkremè sells food, which consists of Western, Butterkremè rice, spaghetti, roti john, kondong, and side dishes. For sub-classification of Western, there are chicken chop, lamb chop, and cheesy chicken grill. While for Butterkremè rice is Butterkremè chicken rice, Butterkremè squid rice, Butterkremè prawn, and Butterkremè chicken paneer. And the rest of sub-classification have been listed respectively according to the classification.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Yasmin Rusli. My matric number is A1931178. So I will be presenting on the assortment plan. So the first assortment plan is determine the general classification that the store will offer. So retailer must separate these groupings into subcategories, which is, for example, Butterkremè has classified into 6 categories what they have to offer to customer, which consists Western, Butterkremè rice, spaghetti, roti john Newton, corned and also side dishes. Secondly, determine the brands and price line that will be carried for each sub-classification. Customer brand's preference must be identified and retailers must decide which price line will be most acceptable to them. For instance, Butterkremè offers a reasonable price for all menus that does not go over 25 ringgit. Thirdly, list all of items' general qualities that shopper might consider when making a purchase. For instance, spicy cheesy chicken wing definitely has a different taste compared to supreme corn dog. This is because both of these two foods are totally made from different ingredients and base. Moreover, Butterkremè gets their loyal customer that always repeat their spicy cheesy wing until 10 box. The fourth assortment plan is to determine the proportion in which each selection factor will represent in your stock. Rate of sale or sell-through is one of core ways to measure the health of a retail business. Some people is allergic to them, and eventually affecting for sales for any seafood menu. This has proven that not every menu will have the same rate of sales. In Butterkremè, the total sales for chicken-based menu is higher than other menus such as squid and prawn. The price is considered cheapest compared to squid and prawn as a menu as well. If you can see the price to compare between chicken and the seafood is much higher in price. Finally, figure out how many units there will be needed to buy. For instance, most of the ingredients are purchased on daily basis. For example, vegetables, since it is a perishable products that cannot be kept for a long time, unlike the frozen chicken. Also, they may purchase the ingredient in large amount or bulk for a certain menu.
That is the challenges that Butterkremè has faced in the buying process. Firstly, the chicken price that have been increasing. This is because Butterkremè is using frozen chicken manufacturer at a high cost compared to the chicken that we always buy in the market, which the price might be lower. Moreover, the frozen chicken price supposedly costs at RM50 something, but there has had been a time the chicken price has been increased to RM70. As a result, it totally will affect the budget of this retail store. Second is Butterkremè has been forced to stop its production of spicy chicken wing due to the cheese problem. As stated by one of the employees of Butterkremè during the interview, he said that the cheese is not thick, rarely grated, and not the cheese that they normally used. Furthermore, the cheese also tastes differently compared to the last 3 months. Hence, Butterkremè had to stop the production of spicy wings for 2 months. Thus, a stricter quality control should be enforced to assure that the quality of ingredients used are safe for consume and in good condition. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Aliana Azreen Binti Mustapha Kamil. My matric number is A19B122A. So I will continue for marketing plan. Okay, type of promotion strategy that Butter and Kreme Cafe use is online advertising. They use social media like Facebook and Instagram to promote their product. This is because to raise brand recognition even when potential customers were not in the same area. Okay, they also create video marketing daily such as IG Live because it is a perfect method to reach out the engage with new customer. Next, they use influencer marketing. Butter and Kreme Cafe also give review the product to Insta famous because by giving the review indirectly social media user can know about their product. Also, they use happy hour campaign, which include exclusive price reduce that can reduce based on specific event. By employing this strategy, the product can be sold quickly. Okay, next we move to the existing competitor. Okay, their competitor is Istana Sangkut Kitchen. Okay, the restaurant located at Johor Bahru. Istana Sangkut Kitchen have a long-standing experience in food industry because the restaurant established since 2018. Okay, and Istana Sangkut Kitchen restaurant have open space concept that more convenient for someone that prefer a relaxed environment. Okay, and in Istana Sangkut Kitchen also can choose a variety of food such as Malay, Thai, Western, Chinese cuisine, and also they offer shisha for customer that can attract teenagers. Okay, next we move to how Butterkremè Cafe compete with their competitor based on 4-piece marketing mix. Okay, for the product, both are from F&B industry that offer a variety of food. Okay, for product, both are from F&B industry that offer a variety of product, but in Butter and Cream Cafe they serve food with a big portion. Okay, next for price, Butter and Cream Cafe focuses on providing acceptable value pricing based on reference of customer. Okay, and for Istana Sangkut Kitchen, they made up some strategy to promote product to customer by planning some price tactic in their business. Okay, next for the place, Butterkremè Cafe targeting on high traffic situation or location like downtown, school and university that are easy to access by all public transport. Okay, and the location of Butterkremè Cafe at Bandar Baru Kuda, Johor Bahru, and Istana Sangkut location at Jalan Melodi, Johor Bahru. And promotion strategy that Butterkremè Cafe use is they promote their product in social media like Facebook and Instagram, and Istana Sangkut Cafe use promotion strategies through media such as handling out flyers to customers. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, next we proceed with added value that Butter and Cream can give to the customer who come to their outlet. Okay, first is the high level of hygiene and delicious of their product make the customer become loyal to Butterkremè. Next is the large portion that Butterkremè give to all their customer that come to their outlet. They take good care to keep the large quantity of the product on hand before serving to the customer. Okay, next is to protect the safety and health of the customer. Butterkremè Cafe ensure that every crew follow the strict food handling policy. Last but not least, enjoying the flavor food in a very relaxing environment with the minimalist concept at the cafe make the customer feel more appreciated. The conclusion, throughout the interview, we are able to gather a lot of information, including taking lesson from every challenge that Butterkremè went through. Butterkremè Cafe also improved their company by creating a business strategy as a guideline for them to evaluate their business demand until this day. Before starting a business, they recognize their main competitors and need to sustain their competition. They also make some research regarding to the target market. Since the target market is so important before we want to produce our products. Lastly, planning is so important before we want to start the business to ensure that everything went smoothly. I think that's all. Thank you.